Welcome to our podcast on expanding your English vocabulary together.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in as we explore important words today.
Today we'll cover the words courage, dignity, inspire, dedicate, and look up to somebody to help new viewers be aware of these vocabs in our podcast.
Courage is a noun.
It refers to the ability to face fear, pain, or adversity with bravery.
She showed courage when she rescued the kitten from the raging river, ignoring her own fear of the water.
A firefighter displays courage, running into a burning building to save lives despite the danger.
He found courage to ask for help when his depression became overwhelming.
Climbing the steep mountain trail required true courage in the freezing wind.
Tourists need courage to try skydiving for the first time, jumping from thousands of feet.
Students show courage when they speak up in class despite anxiety.
She used courage to confront her boss calmly about unfair treatment.
The athlete's courage shone when she played through a painful injury.
Leaders gain courage to implement difficult changes for the greater good.
Building a business takes courage to risk time and savings without guaranteed success.
He displayed courage by admitting his mistakes publicly and seeking forgiveness.
Volunteers show courage, entering disaster zones to deliver aid.
Taking responsibility requires courage to face potential criticism.
Firefighters praise each other's courage when returning safely from emergencies.
She needed courage to leave an abusive relationship and start anew.
He credited his grandmother's courage surviving war for inspiring his resilience.
Writing a personal essay can demand courage to reveal one's vulnerabilities.
Chronic illness patients find courage in small daily victories over pain.
The pilot's courage kept control when both engines failed mid-flight.
Doctors need courage to make tough end-of-life decisions with compassion.
He honored the veteran's courage in the memorial ceremony.
She felt a surge of courage before her first public performance.
Entrepreneurs cite their mentor's courage, taking risks as a guiding light.
The community showed courage rebuilding after the devastating hurricane.
He learned that courage isn't absence of fear but acting despite fear.
Teachers encourage courage by praising students for trying new things.
Parents teach courage by supporting toddlers learning to walk.
The novelist drew on personal courage to write about trauma.
He inspired courage in others by sharing his recovery story.
That covers many ways to understand and use courage in everyday life.
Dignity is a noun.
It refers to the state or quality of being worthy of honor and respect.
She maintained her dignity, even when faced with harsh criticism.
Patients deserve to be treated with dignity in medical care, regardless of their condition.
He spoke with dignity at the ceremony, honoring the legacy of his mentor.
Refugees often lose more than homes. Restoring dignity is key in relief efforts.
Even under arrest, she insisted on basic dignity and humane treatment.
Wearing the uniform gave him a sense of dignity and responsibility.
Volunteers help restore dignity by providing clean clothing to those in need.
He refused to beg, preferring to work with dignity and self-respect.
She taught her students the dignity of honesty and integrity.
Aging parents deserve dignity in care homes, not indifference.
The judge's ruling reaffirmed the plaintiff's dignity after years of injustice.
He preserved the soldier's dignity by ensuring a respectful burial.
Artists capture human dignity in portraits that honor each subject's life.
She walked with dignity despite her illness, inspiring onlookers.
Empowerment programs aim to restore dignity among survivors of abuse.
The treaty sought to protect nations' dignity and sovereignty.
He spoke of universal dignity in his speech on human rights.
Restoring public services helps regain community dignity after disasters.
She held her head high, refusing to let poverty strip her of dignity.
The prison reform campaign focuses on preserving inmate dignity.
He treated his opponent with dignity even in the heat of debate.
Refugee camps must balance security with preserving personal dignity.
He wrote a memoir celebrating the dignity of ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
A society shows its dignity by how it cares for its most vulnerable members.
She insisted on a dignity check when her privacy was threatened.
The funeral rites restored the deceased's family dignity after a tragic loss.
Leaders earn dignity by keeping promises and acting ethically.
The statue honored the officer's dignity in service.
That covers how dignity uplifts individuals and communities.
Inspire is a verb.
It means to fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something, especially creative or positive action.
Her kindness can inspire others to pay it forward in daily life.
The teacher aimed to inspire curiosity by posing challenging questions.
Great leaders inspire loyalty through their vision and integrity.
The athlete's comeback story will inspire an entire generation of competitors.
A beautiful sunset can inspire a poet to write timeless verses.
She hoped her volunteer work would inspire community engagement.
Reading biographies of scientists can inspire young minds to explore research.
He sought to inspire his team by acknowledging every small win.
Music has the power to inspire social movements and change.
She used her platform to inspire support for environmental causes.
The movie's hero can inspire viewers to act courageously in their own lives.
Visiting historical sites can inspire respect for past struggles.
Innovators inspire progress by challenging conventional thinking.
She shared her recovery journey to inspire others battling illness.
Parents inspire creativity when they encourage imaginative play.
Art exhibitions can inspire new artistic techniques among attendees.
A mentor's guidance can inspire a protege to exceed expectations.
The charity's success story will inspire more donors to give generously.
The sunrise always seems to inspire hope for a fresh start.
She felt inspired to learn coding after attending the tech fair.
The astronaut's words inspired countless children to study STEM.
Hiking through the forest can inspire a sense of peace and creativity.
He worked to inspire respect between rival groups through dialogue.
The chef's devotion to flavors inspired aspiring cooks to experiment.
A touching letter from a fan inspired the author to continue writing.
That speaker's message inspired me to pursue my dreams fearlessly.
Dedicate is a verb.
It means to devote time, effort, or oneself to a particular purpose or person.
She dedicated her life to researching renewable energy solutions.
The author dedicated her book to mentors who believed in her.
He dedicated his weekends to coaching youth soccer teams.
Volunteers dedicate countless hours to animal welfare causes.
She dedicates each morning to meditation before starting work.
The team dedicated their victory to fallen teammates.
He dedicated the song to his late grandmother at the concert.
Scientists dedicate years to developing life-saving vaccines.
She dedicated her savings to her children's education fund.
He dedicated himself to learning 3 new languages.
They dedicated the new library building to community literacy.
She dedicated massive effort to mastering the violin.
Volunteers often dedicate special events to raising awareness.
He dedicated his research to improving water access in villages.
She dedicated her career to reducing poverty worldwide.
The committee dedicated memorial benches to veterans.
He dedicated every Tuesday to visiting nursing home residents.
She dedicated her success to the support of her family.
Musicians dedicate concerts to charity fundraisers.
He dedicated his thesis to pioneering scientists in his field. Look up to somebody is a phrasal verb.
It means to admire or respect someone and view them as a role model.
Many athletes look up to Olympic champions for inspiration.
Young lawyers often look up to their senior mentors in the firm.
She has always looked up to her grandmother's resilience.
Students look up to teachers who make learning exciting.
He looked up to his older brother's courage in crises.
Interns often look up to executives with proven track records.
She looked up to the activist who campaigned for justice.
Children look up to parents who model kindness and integrity.
He learned leadership by looking up to great historical figures.
Many look up to astronauts for their extraordinary achievements.
She looks up to artists who push creative boundaries.
Fans look up to musicians whose songs speak to their souls.
He looks up to entrepreneurs who build companies from scratch.
Students look up to scientists making breakthroughs in medicine.
She looked up to her coach's dedication and work ethic.
Volunteers look up to community leaders who mobilize support.
He looks up to authors who write with honesty and heart.
New graduates look up to alumni who have succeeded in their careers.
Athletes look up to champions who exhibit sportsmanship.
That concludes our deep dive into these 5 essential English expressions.
We hope you feel confident using courage, dignity, inspire, dedicate, and look up to somebody in your conversations.
Thank you for listening, and we look forward to sharing more vocabulary insights next time.
Goodbye and keep practicing every day.